Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another Transport Fever 3 reaction video. We have right now what they're calling the first look at Tycoon. What does that mean? We're gonna find out. Now, before I get into it, I've got a completely different perspective right now of this game because recently I got to play Transport Fever 3. If you want to know what my thoughts about that was and see the whole experience, there is a video on my channel that I highly recommend going and checking out. So my perspective right now is going to be different. Am I going to see stuff that I already know, or will I see stuff that they hid from me for the very first time right now? Guys, if you enjoy this, smash the like button. Let me know what you are excited about the most in this video in the comment section down below. And before anything else right now, boys, let's get into it. There will be a lot of pausing, by the way.
Welcome once again to Transport Fever 3 First Look. In the previous video, we gave you an overview of how infrastructure choices give you the ability to control your transport network better than ever.
Now, just the landscape right now, I can't emphasize how amazing the landscape is. From actually playing the game, the landscape is so varied and it does make creating train lines, I won't say more difficult, but more challenging, is because you now have to navigate through all the terrain, which does add the extra challenge and more realism. I love it.
In this video, we're going to talk about how those choices will affect the growth of your world to get the most out of the new Tycoon game. Players have the ability to tailor the game mechanics to create their perfect level of challenge. A full control panel has been added to adjust mechanics ranging.
Look at how good the cities are. Now, he's talking about how things and how industries and how demands and how things are going to change. Everything is like, it is super dynamic. But I have to emphasize the towns. Oh my goodness me, they're so good. They grow differently to Transport Fever 2. They grow bigger. It's so good.
Vehicle maintenance to economy and the era in which it takes place. We have also added a sophisticated new loan system to the game, giving you multiple choices with different repayment conditions when your empire is in need of a cash injection.
That's something I actually forgot to mention in my previous experiences with loans. Currently in Transport Fever 2, you just take a like $500,000 loan at a time. Whereas in Transport Fever 3, when you go to grab a loan, you do have options. You either take like a large amount of cash with like a low interest rate repayment, or you take a small amount of cash with a high interest rate payment. And it all varies. It's all random amounts at random interest rates that get given to you. But there is a limit to how many of them you can take before the bank refuses to give you any more money. And you have to kind of like, you know, not negotiate, but like try and figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul. You know that old saying? You take out one loan to pay off another loan. But yeah, I forgot about that.
First things first, let's get our headquarters built. Not only will this building create a splendid scenic feature for any region, it also provides a significant benefit to the local town. More on that in a moment.
Interesting.
Every citizen in a town has their own life to lead.
Look at them.
They live in residential properties, go to work in industrial zones, and shop in commercial districts.
Oh, yes.
If you don't provide the transport options they need to fulfill their movement needs, they'll either try to use a closer...
You literally, you have to admit, it just looks really good. And this is the praise that I was given the game when I got to play it. It looks good and it played really well, and I didn't experience any like fundamental lag or gameplay issues. It's amazing. Also, red British postbox. I didn't see that before. Is that a new thing right now? Loving the fact that they have individual lives. That obviously makes sense. It makes them more dynamic and kind of gives them a reason to go to certain places and more emphasis on going to certain places rather than just kind of like they go to a generic area. So it does make sense. And when I got to play it, you also have to transport people to now industry buildings to work, not just industry as in the, you know, industry part of the town. Like if you're trying to build up like a farm, you need to provide workers to the farm. So, you know, it's kind of dynamic in two ways.
Target building or use a car to travel. Your town's growth is fueled in the same way it has always been, through the supply of people and cargo. But the way in which your towns grow is now quite different. Every delivered person or item of cargo adds to the town's experience points.
Now, this is something I've mentioned before in the past. Towns want everything. It's not as simple as just giving it, as you can see here, there's some fish and there's some other product, which I'm not actually too sure what that product is. There's other stuff you've got to do right now. Now, I know you could already do the noise, the pollution and all that and whatnot and the traffic, which actually wasn't really traffic. It was kind of classed as like emissions. There's other stuff. There's reputation. There's delivery. There's, like I said, traffic. There's happiness. There's bonuses that you also have to throw within it as well, just to make the town to grow. It's not just as simple as you need 2 products and reduce traffic, because that's pretty much what Transport Fever 2 was all mainly about in terms of growing cities.
Once a town reaches its expansion target, it will hit the next growth level, ranging from small hamlet to large metropolis. Sounds easy,
Look
right?
at how the buildings are changing, by the way.
As a town's requirements
So good.
increase, so do the chances that problems will start to occur. Problems which, if left unchecked, will slow growth down to a crawl. A town has...
Now look at that town right there. We just kind of watch go through its procedures right there. How good was that?
several different ratings where it measures your performance. One such area is the town citizens' happiness. Keep your passengers waiting for too long and the grumbles will be very clear.
I'm just going to quickly pause it there and just rewind it back a quick second. So you can see what is affecting the happiness. So you can see the wait times and what certain routes are not looking good. I love the fact in this game that you get more information than you ever needed. And I think it's the right information that we're getting given as well. So you kind of get this overall warning, says the happiness rating of Yangon is very poor. So obviously you check what's going on right now. You can see the passenger happiness rating is 2%, which is not great because you've got too many people waiting at these certain stops for those certain routes. So you've got to make things better. So happiness is all pretty much based on wait times of stuff being, coming and going from the city. So it just goes to show you, and you can really hinder your town. So rather than just getting like a plus arrow, you get an actual label to say, this is what's happening.
Happiness. Keep your passengers waiting for too long and the grumbles will be very clear. Building faster routes, expanding capacity, or simply more comfortable services may go some way to mitigate these problems.
Did you notice that, by the way, he was putting the, was that bus lanes? Let me just double check. Yeah, it was the bus lanes. And he had the option there to do it on the 2 outer lanes versus the 2 inner lanes. I mean, come on right now.
Simply more comfortable services may go some way to mitigate these problems. The same story is true when it comes to cargo deliveries. Overdue deliveries not only pay less, but they'll drag growth down with them. Fail to supply industrial goods, and you'll have a much larger commercial and residential population. Maybe you'll use this to your advantage and create centres of commerce or industrial powerhouses.
So that's pretty interesting what he said right there. That's something I never got to experience playing the game. But if you don't meet certain requirements, you find that the industry lacks in the town and you're going to have more residents and commercial. But that could also be a good thing because you can just create like a big commerce area. So you don't have to grow all of it in all regions. I mean, you're going to have to grow the residents, obviously. Otherwise, there's no one to do anything. But you haven't really got to supply or, satisfy the industry side of the city. But know that you're not going to be producing much. It's going to be more of a buyer's area than a selling area, if that makes sense. I kind of like the idea of that. It makes strategy. And you could create scenarios. I like that. Tell me more about this.
As your towns grow, so will the problems. A larger population leads to a blight of traffic build-up. For every step forward you make in town size, you'll want to look back at the network you're currently offering.
That is so clean.
Optimization and expansion opportunities.
So clean.
But beware, every expansion to fix one rating must be balanced carefully, as its side effects may push down other ratings. Noise emissions, for example.
Yeah.
Of course, towns...
I mean, that's the trade-off you've got anyway, like in Transport Fever 2, to only to a certain extent. You need more capacity on the line, so you either build more lines or you add more trains to a line. And if the train station runs near a residential area, if there's a constant influx of train after train after train, it creates more emissions. But this game is on steroids. Not only is it emissions, it's all the other stuff that comes along with it as well. It's not just the noise, the emissions. But, you know, if you start overloading one area, it's going to make the other areas sad because they're not keeping up with it. I feel stressed, but it's like a good type of stress because I'm so excited and I'm so itching to play the game again.
We really care about noise in residential areas. So perhaps the solution is to install your commuter black hole of a station within your industrial district. Vehicles and infrastructure also create pollution, another town rating you'll be needing to watch closely. Instead of the focus being purely on the suburban area itself, the entire region surrounding a town is affected by pollution.
It's crazy. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that we're getting to see pollution everywhere. It really does make you think about what you're doing.
The municipality extends beyond the built-up area into the countryside. Building your impressive cargo transfer hub outside city limits might not create a noise problem, but it will still add pollution that will be noticed by the local population.
That's wild.
That forest on the very edge of the city's municipal area is fair game for a new airport construction, but they'll notice. They always notice, yeah. That's
crazy. I'm liking the fact that we are now getting to see the airports. Again, I didn't get to play around with planes when I got to play the game. But that's wild. So there's a consequence. Basically, they're saying there's a consequence everywhere because I didn't get to experience a lot of this stuff. I know this whole video has just come to the point where, like, you know, what did I see and what didn't I see? That's what this reaction's pretty much come down to. But it kind of opens my eyes a bit more in reality because I do play the game now and I do just drop down stuff like without any consequence, or I feel like there's no consequence. There's always a consequence in Transport Fever 2. But if there's more emphasis on consequences, then it's really going to make you think. It's really going to make you plan. And I think for those two reasons, thinking more, planning more will result in you creating a better system. I think this is going to make us all level up as builders. I really do think it is. And I'm loving the micromanagement because it's like the real world. If you're going to drop like an airport somewhere, there's consequences to it. Someone's going to feel the negative effects of it. And you got to think about it. So why shouldn't that apply to a game like this? Makes complete sense. Also, just look at the airport, by the way, the hangar, the stand there, the building. Look at the lights on the runway and the taxi. Oh, it's so good. Game for a new airport construction, but they'll notice. They always notice. The good news is that positive influences also apply on a region-wide basis. That headquarters that we placed at the beginning of the video, that's giving a small growth perk to the municipality. And you can expand its benefits with side buildings and facilities. Okay, so we get to expand our headquarters with buildings. We don't really get to do anything with our headquarters now, do we? It's just placed down, and does it level up over time? I'm not too sure. That will be earned when you move up the ranks as a company owner. The same is true of unique landmark buildings that you will unlock. Wow. Which, when completed, will bring clear benefits to the municipality they reside. Again, this is something else I never got to play around with. I do remember them roughly mentioning stuff is progression-based. You can't just plop it down. But I didn't realize to what extent we was having to do this. You are having to supply it. Which, and I've mentioned this in the past before as well, like when I did the video of me, you know, saying what I thought about playing the game for the first time, that you are going to find yourself creating routes that are not there forever. Stuff is going to come and go. And this is one of those things that's going to come and go. You're only really going to create a route and deliver stone while it's in production. After that, pointless. So, you know, the world's more dynamic. Okay, the world is more dynamic. Infrastructure in Transport Fever 3 can be very expensive to build and maintain, so you'll need to spend your money wisely. Even when you've mastered the economy, however, look at how good it looks in nighttime. A route that can be described as fire and forget. Instead, you'll want to revisit older lines frequently. Literally, I just said that. You can, you know, fire and forget. You want to revisit your older lines frequently. That's exactly what I just said. You can't just do it, leave it, move on with your day. It's dynamic, boys. Dynamic. In a growing town and balance them delicately. Oh, look at that. That's a shot, isn't it, right there? Look at this, boys. You got the train station down there. You got the elevated trams coming across. You got trams down there. You got the cargo trams down here as well. This is all over the place. Hotels for the commerce there, the tourism. Oh, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hotel. What is this right now? Las Vegas? What's going on?
Optimize all the town ratings together. Whether your focus is on one small town or the entire game world.
Look at the amount of passengers on that platform right there. Oh my goodness me. And oh, down here as well. That's a lot of people.
You set the rules so that the game challenges you in a way you'll thoroughly enjoy.
Now, from this view here, if I go back quickly a second. Right, is this Transport Fever 2? 3, sorry? Or is this City Skylines? You know what I mean? It's so good. I told you the cities grow a lot bigger than previously before. Oh, it is so good.
Thoroughly enjoy on your way to becoming a true.
Look at the other place around. There's like a big Coliseum stadium thing over there. Big highway running down. Train lines.
Transport Tycoon.
Look at the terrain, by the way.
Thank you very much for watching.
This is the first time. I mean, I've kind of seen like the game from this view anyway, but I think this is the first time they're now showing to the public the extent of the map, the terrain, the craziness. Like, I can't emphasize how glorious it's looking. It's still coming 2026. It still don't have a release date. That's what I was hoping for right now. I was hoping we're going to get closer to a release date. But there we go, boys. That is the kind of the first look at the Tycoon aspect of it and how everything is all dynamic and changing. There is a part where you can feel like, well, not much has changed. No, trust me, a lot has changed. Coming from someone who's played it, a lot has changed. But it's a natural progression of what we're used to, what we've had in the previous Transport Fever 2. It's not like they've just completely rewritten the books and changed everything all. There is some stuff that is new. There is some stuff that's a bit confusing. There is new UIs and things and different menus, but the core of the game is still there. And that's what's most important. It's just a natural progression, but it's a new look, a new feel, a new vibe, and there's new ideas in this as well. That was my opinion of the game when I got to play it. And looking at it, it's so much better than what I remember. There is a few things there that I didn't realize, which is kind of cool and gets me even more excited for stuff that I still don't know is what to come. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think, what you feel, what you are excited about. Please let your boy know in the comment section down below. But until next time, I hope you're excited. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, because I'll be doing videos as soon as this game does drop. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.